Eliott and Nina.
We got DNCE here at the Cookout. This is Jonas' second time here. So he brought back Jack and JinJoe. So Jack and JinJoe, you got to bring something to the Cookout. Joe already brought the edible arrangements from last time. So what was your favorite dish that you guys want to bring to the Cookout?
Oh boy. They're good cooks, so they probably can bring something.
Tell me what they want.
Oh,
what can you do?
Korean barbecue or something?
Yeah, man. I can make anything you want.
Oh, anything you want.
That's my favorite.
I think Korean barbecue is amazing.
Yeah, I can make you some Korean barbecue with Korean soup.
Jack can make some bomb pasta.
Okay.
I'll bring the meat.
Jack's bringing the meatballs.
Chicken parmesan.
Ooh.
Yeah, now you're speaking my language. All of the meats. We love seeing the band back together again, and we love the new song. Actually, we had it on.
Thank you. Oh yeah, it's out.
It is. Finally out. No more teasing. But we did read, Joe, that you wrote the song with Ryan Tedder. So the question is, when you have a song, when any of you write a song and you come and you present it to the group, how does that go?
Well, it's thankfully it's been good thus far. there's been like one or two duds, but for the most part, they're very supportive and excited to see what I come up with. Obviously, Ryan Tedder, to even get in the studio with him is such an honor. He's a good friend of ours at this point. I mean, the guy's
usually when you work with Ryan Tedder, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't.
He's not going to put his name on it if it's not great. And Mike Eliott, that was another producer we worked with. Mickey Echo, fantastic artist, songwriter. Ryan, also Jason Evigan, but usually it goes well. But if it's one that they're not thrilled about, they wouldn't necessarily say it. But I know them like they're literally like my brothers and sisters, extended family, and I can see on their face if they're still trying to get into it by like the second chorus. I know it's a no-go.
Okay,
that's a good test.
Yeah.
Well, we love the vibe of it. It's definitely gonna make us dance. So this is like you guys' first solo project in like 4 years. So how important was it for you guys to like come out with a banger and set the tone for the DNCE comeback tour?
I mean, after pandemic, everyone was stuck in the house, it was really good quality time, I'm sure, for those family. But, it's time to move, time to have fun, time to have DNC back for the summer. So
there you go.
Yes, we're back.
Yeah.
And now that you're back and you're spending so much time together, so what are we looking forward to? Album, tours, all of the things? What are you guys working on?
Well, so Jack and Jim both play in the Jonas Brothers band as well. I mean, at this point, we decided if the brothers are going to be doing something, why wouldn't we just have DNC out on the road? It makes it a lot easier. I don't want to go out there by myself and play these DNC songs. The whole idea was it was a band from the jump. So we're doing some Vegas shows for the brothers. So we're doing 2 weekends of residency shows and maybe more down in later this year. So they're going to come out on the road, obviously, and do those shows. We've got our first actual DNC gig. We're playing Pride in Washington, D.C., which will be so fun. And it's such a celebration of life and love and people. And so we're looking forward to that. We have a really exciting set plan. But we always used to do these things where we'd throw up these pop-up gigs. It could be in a little speakeasy or bar. And we would just like make a night out of it. So like I would DJ sometimes, we'd have some sort of amazing performance art piece, and then we would play a gig. And I think we're missing that. And like the last few days, we've been playing some songs with just a camera crew, and we're like, we just got to get the show up on its feet. So hopefully in the next few months, if not in the fall, we'll figure this out.
Excited.
For sure. Now you guys are gonna be spending a lot of time together, and already spent a lot of time together when you're working on music and doing these shows. So we want to kind of go down the line. Jack, we'll start with you. Like, what are some mannerisms or things that the other bandmates do that you picked up? Like me and Nina hang out all the time, so now I'm saying stuff that she says, or she's doing stuff that I would do.
He always says hoes. So now I'm out here saying hoes all the time,
calling everything hoes, like donuts. Like, let me get one of those hoes.
What? I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah. But that's just us. Well, what have you guys taken from each other, or picked up from each other?
I mean, I feel like this has been going on for a few years now, but someone started saying, "Let's get it" on tour at some point, and now we
It's infectious.
It's like, it's kind of cooled down a little bit, but there was a moment where it was like the end of it.
It was a weird tick that we had. Like,
Let's get it.
if we're nervous, we're like, let's get it. If we're excited, let's get it.
Okay.
If we're like in a comfortable position and we're like,
If we're hungover, let's get it.
let's get it. And there's also JinJoe being from Korea, obviously her first language is Korean. We started to say "pegopa" a lot, which the translation is "I'm hungry." So
Yeah,
when
I'm
you're
always hungry.
exactly,
so.
she's always hungry, but we're also pretty much always hungry as well.
Yeah.
And that's a good sign. We look at each other and we know what's going on. And "pegopa" also has kind of turned into just like, for us, like, what are you doing? I'm just "pegopa." I'm bored. I don't know. So we're starting to tap into other languages with our tics.
I love that. So you all said that right before your Postmates showed up at the door.
Exactly. It's just why. It's so weird. Yesterday we did about 3 hours of Zooms, and the door we kept knocking. It was Postmates, and we were so embarrassed. So at some point we just said, all these interviews are sponsored by Postmates.
That's awesome. This one is for Joe. Congratulations on the next baby. This is big news.
Thank you very much.
So,
Thank you.
and when we're listening to the song Move, again, we're talking about your new song. In it, you sound so generous. If you move, you get a car. I'm going to take you to Aruba, all of the things. Does Sophie get a push present?
Well, if she's going to be listening, then yes, of course, my love. But yeah, try to come up with something fun. I don't want to say it now because then she'll hear it.
Right.
You know, the song, what's just fun about it, I think it's that idea that you're trying to really win someone over. And that could be guy, girl, they, them, whoever you are, you're really trying to get that person's attention. And so the idea is like that fun, flirty thing where you're like, hey, well, I'll get you this, I'll get you that, or I'll take you here, I'll take you there, or I'll go there for you. We'll go on this fun adventure together. And I think the idea, like JinJoe said earlier, after 2 years of sitting at home and we're just like wanting to go party or wanting to go see people and not have to go, was I exposed? Like, it's nice to like that idea that you could go back into the world and feel free and excited to live your best life and travel the world and not have to go, I gotta do 50 tests before I go travel. Like, that's where we wrote Move as that concept. And we're kind of there, knock on wood, we're kind of there now. So that's where Move is, where you can say, I'll buy you a trip. I'm gonna take you to Aruba. And you don't have to go, did you get vaccinated? Can you go? So,
Right.
Right. Now we definitely want to incorporate
what's the travel restrictions? Yeah. So the idea is that we're there. And I think it's a good time for this song to drop.
Exactly. And we definitely want to do that stuff too. But my budget is a little bit different than your guys' budget. So is there like a knockoff version?
Aruba down the street. I don't know.
Yeah. What can I do as a poor man's version of taking somebody to Aruba or buying them a car? What's like the discount version?
Well, I'll tell you what, I just went to the Museum of Ice Cream here in New York City. I'm not sure where you guys are, but if you happen to visit New York, definitely go there. It's not an expensive ticket. It was like 6 floors of the craziest experience I've ever had. And every floor has ice cream.
Ooh. Now you can insert that into the song.
I'm like a bit of a sugar. And they have the longest indoor slide. It's a trippy. It felt like Willy Wonka for a minute. I was a little freaked out. Like the hallways were getting smaller. I'm like, I don't know what I signed up for here, but that's an idea for you.
Okay, I like that.
That's a good one. All right, now we're gonna go for a little fill in the blank. Okay, we're gonna start with you, JinJoe. Mm-hmm. You feel the most satisfied when?
When someone sneezes really loud and really, really out there.
You find it funny?
This is an answer.
It's like one of those things that are oddly satisfying.
You feel for them, as long as you're not in a close distance.
That's great sneeze.
Like,
I'm gonna think of you every time I hear somebody sneeze now.
Like, yeah, JinJoe would
I'm
be
usually
proud.
terrified these days, but yeah.
All right, Jack, your turn to fill in the blank. You feel sexiest when blank.
After I eat a pizza.
What?
A little grease dripping down the chin. I like it.
Great answer. Respect.
Okay, Joe. You feel most confident when?
Most confident when, I guess it's not the most it's not the funniest answer, but I can say when I'm on stage, I think that it's where probably for all of us, we could be our best self. Yesterday we were filming a song that we haven't actually played live yet. And we're looking at each other and we're like, do we know what we're doing here? Do we know this? Do we know this one? The first pass, we all looked at each other like, oh yeah, we know what we're doing. Like there's a confidence that kind of just controls the energy in the room that we're like, you know, this is what we're supposed to be doing. So I'll go with that one on stage.
Nice. Now we love the new song Move. It's definitely got us all dancing, but we saw you guys showing off your dance moves on TikTok, doing Lizzo's choreography to her song. We just want to get like a behind the scenes. How long did that take for you guys to learn the choreography? Wow. How many takes?
We have a behind the scenes video that JinJoe, after like the third try, she's like, I'm gonna get a time lapse of this because this is so, it's gonna take a while. Funny. She was like, this is not what you want to hear when you're trying to learn to dance. And it was like this weird backstage energy because we're opening F1 in Miami on Wednesday. So we're playing with Kygo, and it's big, beautiful launch. But traffic was so bad, we were gonna go get food or go chill for a little bit and go back to the arena. But traffic was crazy because obviously F1's a big thing, a lot of people in town. So we said, you know what, let's just stay at the venue. So we're at the venue for like 3-4 hours. Now we're like, let's do this TikTok. Let's do a dance challenge. We're like, sure, sounds fun. Cut to like 5 minutes before we're going on stage. We're still trying to do this damn dance. We're like, and for some reason, Jack is sitting there going like, it's not good enough. And I'm looking at Jack, I'm like, I never thought you'd be this aggressive choreographer. Yeah. And he's looking at us, he's like, that wasn't good. I didn't like the attitude in that one. Yeah. I need more smiles. I'm like, what's going on? I'm like, Jack, who are you? What did you do with our drummer? But we had a blast. The song's amazing. We love Lizzo. The idea of I think that's what TikTok's about, right? Like you don't need to be perfect at anything. You just have fun with it. And it's like sharing your personality. And we're not professional dancers, but we like to have a good time. And obviously there was a few drinks involved that gave us the liquid confidence to film it.
That was great. We loved it. Before we let you go, we're going to ask you one last thing. So we play a game on the show called Out of Context. All we do is ask somebody to read a text message, the last text message they received out of context. So if you guys have a group chat, do you think you could read us the last text that was sent in your group chat?
Oh, wow. Where is it? Here it is. I think, wait, there's a couple group texts. I'm going to find the one that's just us.
Okay.
Where are you? It's JinJoe saying, it's literally JinJoe saying, I'm half asleep, but I love you guys. That's all. And then a fire heart emoji because our song came out at midnight last night. So I don't know if she set an alarm at midnight. We had this whole elaborate idea to stay up till midnight, you know, and like celebrate the song release. And we're at dinner and we were doing work. We were like doing stuff all day yesterday. So by like 10 p.m., we're all looking at each other like, there's no way in hell I'm staying up till midnight. So,
we'll leave it to JinJoe for the sentiment.
It shows our age. Yeah. He woke up at one eye opens like, love you guys. Congrats.
That's it. You make the time for the people that's important, right?
Yeah, I love that.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for hanging out here at the Cookout.
Thank
the
you.
new
Great
song
to see you guys.
Move is out, and we can't wait to see you guys perform it live.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Good to see you. Have a great one. We'll see you soon.
You too, guys. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Love you. Bye.